Hi everyone, welcome back to my garden. I'm Devin and I garden here in Zone 7A, Maryland. I have about an hour in the garden before I have to go pick up my kids. This morning I had a dentist appointment and I don't always love the dentist, so I needed some garden therapy today. I visited a little greenhouse after my dentist appointment and got just a couple of fall items and just enjoyed walking around. And when I got home, I was like, I just need to be out working in the garden a little bit just to do something enjoyable. So I'm gonna try to squeeze in what I can. I am going to harvest some zinnia flowers and take out some of the spent plants like my tomato plant, maybe try to harvest some sunflower seeds. I was going to take out all of my zinnias today in this bed to my right, but I decided that I'm going to leave them in just a little bit longer. My husband loves them and I love them too. They do have a good amount of powdery mildew on them, so that's why I was going to take them out, but I think I'm going to give them just like a week or two longer just to be able to look at them. So I'm going to harvest them today to see if I can get some to make a little bouquet and pitter patter around in the garden and see what I can get done. It looks like I need to do some deadheading on my dahlia and probably some of my other dahlias also today. And this is the bed. I showed this in my last garden tour and was just kind of showing you the powdery mildew and the disease on the leaves. That white powdery looking stuff is powdery mildew, and then some other fungal issues I guess on the leaves. But some of the flowers are still pretty. Some of them are definitely covered in the powdery mildew, like that one as well. I'll go through and see which ones are good for cutting and make a little bouquet. And my sunflowers back there are drooping, falling over. So I think that I'm going to try to harvest some sunflower seeds today and see what I can get from those. And I want to just show you my beautiful anemone. It's finally blooming down here. The bees are just loving the salvia. It was on this anemone, but isn't that so pretty? Especially with the yellow flower on the baby pumpkin plant. I think that's so cute. I do want to move these over to my holly bed for a grouping of 3, but I may collect more of these for this bed and my sunny border right behind me. I just think that adding a little bit in each bed would be really pretty for the fall. I do really like some repetition of plants, so I think they could be pretty over there too. And I think I can probably take out my patio tomato plant now. It's not going to be able to produce any more tomatoes in time before our first frost, which probably will be the end of October, early November. So I think I will do that today. I almost forgot that I also have a ton of jalapenos back in here that really need to come off of the plant. So I'm going to pick some jalapenos today and hopefully soon be able to make some jalapeno poppers or something, maybe some salsa, something yummy with those. of the remnants from cleaning out this bed a little bit. I just went through and trimmed off all of the icky flowers, and then I saved the good flowers for my bouquet making and just tidied it up a little bit. I pulled out anything that was flopping over the boxwood just to kind of let that show a little bit. I'm just gonna leave these in here for, I don't know, maybe another week, maybe next week I'll take them out. They are looking pretty sad, so it's definitely time to do that. This patch of zinnias has gone wild. It is probably 5 feet tall and just kind of flopping all over. really leggy. So I'm gonna cut off what I can of it, and this will probably go away next week along with the other patch by the obelisk. Wasn't getting a whole lot of great flowers from my other patches of zinnias, but this patch is definitely doing the best out of any of them. It has the least powdery mildew, but they are pretty floppy looking from the storms that we had recently. We had that tropical Ophelia storm system move through, and it just kind of caused them to all flop over. So these probably don't have much longer in here either. And I have some perennials that I want to put in this bed. So I'm gonna go through and cut what I can to add to my bouquet. I got a lot of zinnias off of this patch. I gotta go through these in some water, but I pretty much wiped this patch clean of zinnias. So it'll be interesting to see if any bloom over the next week or so until I get to this border right here, planting up some of the perennials that I've collected over the past couple of weeks. What do you think of this arrangement? Isn't that beautiful? This is all of the zinnias that I collected from all of my patches. I'd say I have a pretty good haul, but now I have to cut them down and fit them into a vase. I think I'm just gonna go grab another ball jar and put them in. They're so pretty. Well, my phone died on me in the middle of making my bouquet, but here it is. It is definitely a backyard bouquet. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but still beautiful. And I will enjoy the last of my zinnias for a few days or however long they last. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut my time in the garden short. I have to go. My son has a football game, so I'm not gonna get to my dahlias or taking out any other plants that I thought that I would have time to get to. It's been tough to find time for gardening with all of the activities going on and filming my gardening, which takes so much time. So I'm just trying to fit things in here and there when I can. But I will hopefully be back in the next couple of weeks to begin cleaning out some of my beds and adding some of my perennials that I've collected over the past couple of weeks. I hope that you'll join me for that, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.